Hi, here is a quick video on how to use Insightech funnels and pathing. So this assumes that you've already seen a little bit about the platform and you know how it works and the kinds of data that we capture. So we're just going to jump into the funnels now and just an example funnel. So here what we're looking at, funnels aren't a brand new concept. I'm sure you've probably seen plenty before, but we do them a little bit differently because we have so much data and lots of different data points. So throughout this actual flow, this is a normal website funnel through a purchasing flow. We can actually pick out all the different points that the website actually fails as well. So it's very helpful to have funnels on your main flows, obviously, but also on features across your website. So it could even be things like when someone comes to the live website, if they come up here and click on the search, does it load a little drop down? And then if they start typing, so maybe we want to type in a daily set, you can see that it actually loads the content. So we can have a funnel for all of those micro steps to actually see if that's working as it's intended, essentially. It's also really helpful because we can click these points as well. So if we want to explore these users who have clicked on buying now on the final confirmation and haven't loaded a confirmation page, we can click that and go, we don't care what's gone wrong, we just want to recreate all of them. We want to actually click into this to actually see exactly where it's broken down and see those. We can also go to any other report, so like the dashboard, and it's going to tell us what's unique about these users too. So we can see all of these users are specifically on Mac, which is interesting. I'm just going to go back to that funnel as well because yes, we're talking about recreating website issues and when the website fails or doesn't respond. However, sometimes there's breakdowns in customer flows which aren't necessarily an actual problem with the website. It could be that there's information missing or people are just still making up their minds and we want to know when that's breaking down. So it could be this flow here. It could be people are getting to a product page and they're not adding the product to a cart yet. So it's not necessarily a problem, but it is a breakdown in information and customer flow. So we can click on this and similarly we can go and watch some replays if we want. That might take a little bit of time if there's lots of users doing this. So we might want to go to the pathing report instead. And we might want to aggregate all of these flows to show us what are the most common paths that these users take as they go through the website. So we can see here, most of those users come through the homepage, but interestingly, there's a bunch of people who start on a product page. So these people probably come from like a paid ad, meaning they have a bit of intent around their purchase already. So I'd be really curious to dive into this and see why they're not actually going through to buy. We can see very quickly, a lot of these users are actually going to the site search and looking for something on the website. And then some of them are also going to the FAQs. So you can start to see that we're pulling a little bit of the thread to get a bit more information. And maybe we'll do it a little bit more. So we know that users are going to FAQs. Maybe we want to go to one of those FAQ pages. I'm just going to click into this report so you can see we're still looking at those users. I'll type in FAQs here and we'll bring it up. And let's go into the page for these users. The good thing is this is now going to show us what those users did on that page. So we can see very clearly that the top two things being clicked are, is it safe to shop here? And I signed up as a member. What does that mean for me? Do I need to sign up again? Knowing that a bunch of people are dropping off the product pages looking for this information, we can now take this information and put it into the product page flows and hopefully improve the smoothness of the experience so that they can flow through and start adding to cart, essentially. So that's basically a quick summary. That's how I would use funnels. I'd start a macro level and really go, let's have a look at all the breakdown points. But once we start to see something interesting, we can really drill into it and supplement with the pathing to really tell us like, hey, what are all the unique things people are doing if they're not going down this path that I intended or the funnel that I intended? Yeah, if you want any more information about this, just give us a shout. We're always happy to have a chat.